What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Clay's Coins, here to bring you some information, education, and better understanding of cryptocurrency and the stock market. I believe competence creates confidence, and the more you learn, the more you can live. Today we're going to be doing a follow-up to my 10 altcoins that cost under 10 cents that'll 10 times in 10 minutes. We're going to be starting part 1 of a 2-part follow-up to that video. I'm thinking about making this video a series, or this category of video a series. If you would like to see something like that, let me know in the comment section down below. While I have your attention, go ahead and like the video, hit the subscription, hit the notification bell, so that way when I come out with the part 2 for this video and then continue this series, you'll always be notified. You'll always be right up on the plays and never miss an opportunity to make money. In this 2-part series, part 1 and part 2, I'm going to be looking at 10 altcoins that cost $10 or less that will 10 times in the next 10 months. I'm not going to make any promises about the time limit being 10 minutes, but those are going to be the stipulations so far. And part 1 is going to be the bigger coins, the more conservative coins. It's going to be coins with a $1 billion to $10 billion market cap. Part 2 will be any coins with less than $1 billion market cap, also known as micro cap coins, or something, greasy SHIT coins, whatever you want to call them. But those are where you're going to see the potential for the big, like 10, 50, 100x gains. You're most likely not going to see that with any of the big top 100 cryptos. And that's why coins like Solana, this Solana wouldn't account it, but coins like Cardano, things like that, Polygon and Cardano are just too big. Cardano specifically, I believe Polygon actually did make it to the knockout round, I guess you could call it, of these data points, but Cardano didn't make the list at all, simply because the market cap is so high that for it to 10x, it would need to flip Ethereum, and that's just unrealistic at this point. I try to bring you guys some realistic expectations of cryptocurrency, because it's very easy to listen to all the people out there saying that dogecoin is going to $100 and shib is going to $10 and anyone who watches a video is going to be a trillionaire, but that's just not really how real life works. It makes for some entertaining content, I guess, but I'm here to bring you guys more than just entertaining content. I'm trying to make you some money while I make some money. I will take the time real quick to say that this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is not an indication or suggestion to buy, hold, or sell any cryptocurrency discussed in this video or on this channel at all. I'm just giving you guys my research, my data, my findings, and to make a list like this, I put together a couple hundred. I researched and put together data from hundreds of coins and broke them down based on the following criteria. I did a percentile criteria that factored in different points of the 7-day percentage, 30-day percentage, and 90-day percentage. That was one category. The next was the volume to market cap ratio. The next was an all-time high that the coin had hit and how close it is to that. And then the last criteria was the percent of the max supply of the coin that is currently in circulation, meaning that if there's 1 billion coins is the max supply and there's 750 million that are in circulation, then that would be a 75% of its max is what that coin would have. So I can't give you what that would rank, but then I took these and broke them all down and attributed them a number value, added all the values up, and then that gave us our top 10 tier list. So this is purely numbers, purely statistics, all of my biased, and as you'll see, there's been a couple of my favorite coins that I've talked about on here on this channel that didn't even make it. So didn't make it up there, and I really thought they would be. So all personal bias goes out the window, and that's why I like making these lists, because it allows me to learn about coins that I wouldn't necessarily be looking at or that I'm not invested in, and it just keeps an open mind, which is always good to have in a field where you have almost 16,000 cryptocurrencies in the world, I believe. So when you have something advancing and changing like that, it's definitely good to keep an open mind and look out for any chance to make money. Alright, starting off the list is going to be Algorand. I think that's how you say it. Algo is how I always say it, which is the ticker symbol ALGO. Algorand seeks to build on similar projects like Ethereum by improving scalability, security, and reducing the amount of time it takes for transactions on the network to be considered final. Devs can use it to create dapps, decentralized applications. You can stake it on Coinbase for 4% APY. It's either staking or whatever. Staking is with Ethereum. I just use that term, but you can yield 4% APY with it on Coinbase. That's a huge draw, so your money can make you money while it's just sitting there, even if you're not swinging it or anything like that. It's a good investment tool to put in there, and it's a proof of stake. It's smart contracts. It's a platform in itself. It has utility, so it's one of the more conservative bets. I was surprised that it made this list, honestly, if you can't tell by my, I guess, lack of enthusiasm. But, algo is just it's a boring crypto, but boring is good in times like these. Getting right into number 9. That's going to be 1inch. 1inch network. Keep your mind out of the gutter. Ticker symbol is 1, the number, and then INCH, 1 inch. 1inch is an Ethereum token that powers 1inch, a decentralized exchange that aims to offer the best rates and most efficient swapping routes across all leading decentralized exchanges. So they're really looking at, I don't know if you guys have you been using Coinbase or Binance, Gemini, and you've ever converted a token to another token. It's a pretty common thing that a lot of people like to do, especially if they're, see one coin going up and then they take profits out of that, move it into a different coin, and kind of keep that wave going so that you can get out on top with one, put it into another with the dip, keep it going. And what 1inch is, if you guys use Coinbase, you'll notice that conversion system is very user friendly. It works very quickly, and 1inch wants to aim to have something similar to that, except between Coinbase and Binance, or Coinbase and Gemini and Binance, Kraken and Gemini, things like that. I'm not sure if it has to necessarily be on the Binance Smart Chain for it to work. I didn't dig that deep into it, just because I don't use 1inch, but you guys can definitely let me know in the comments if you think that this is a company that will be around for a while, that you believe in the utility with. Number 8 is the first big surprise on our list. I thought this was going to be higher up. The Sandbox, ticker symbol SAND. You guys know this coin. As so far between the first 3 we've looked at, it's on 2.1 million watch lists. Sandbox, it's arguably the most popular metaverse cryptocurrency. It has a tremendous amount of celebrity backing and influencer backing, including the likes of Snoop Dogg. I know Stockmo, another YouTuber, is a huge fan of Sandbox. It's his favorite metaverse play. He's talked about, putting a little Stockmo thing out there in the metaverse, which would be very, very cool. And, just the aspect, regardless of which metaverse play you like the most of them are going to do very well. A lot of them will completely go to nothing. But it's so cool that we're at this point, just taking a step back and grounding ourselves and getting out of the aspect of making money off of these tokens. We're entering the metaverse, and that is really cool. It's crazy that instead of, in 5 or 10 years, I might have a VR headset and I'm just doing all this. Instead of talking through a camera into a microphone with lighting and everything, I could just be in the metaverse talking to you guys one-on-one like we're really here. And that's a really cool aspect. So metaverse tokens are going to be huge. Sandbox is going to be huge. There's not much to really inform you guys about, because I'm sure you're well aware at this point of what Sandbox is, and the potential it has is ridiculous. Number 7, loopring. Ticker symbol LRC. Loopring has been on a rocket today. It's up 10% on the day in the last 24 hours. I've been getting loopring once it started to drop into the 120s around this price. Let me see, about a week ago or so. Yeah, once it fell to right about here. This dip where we kind of stagnated, that's when I started dollar cost average in. I picked some up here and picked some up here right at the about $10, $12 mark. And then I've been enjoying it. I'm not too worried. That's why you don't want to load up on a coin right away, because if I would have put all of my investment in at the 130 range, I would still be down. But I didn't. I waited to put some in at, rough estimate, just about 130, 120, 110. I've pulled up the chart before on this channel. Go check the other videos so you can see. And loopring has a very strong support level at $1.07. It's a Fibonacci support. So I was watching and waiting for that. With this bounce back as of this point, at this point right here, you can see I don't think we're going to touch that $7. If we do, it'll be a big crash correcting from this bubble, but I don't believe this is a bubble. I think this is loopring bouncing back. If you didn't know, they have a lot of rumors of launching an NFT marketplace with GameStop. It's an absolute banger at this price. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you guys what I do, but when I see LRC under $1.50, I am very excited to pick some up. Obviously, if you bought in at $2.50 or $3 and you're holding that bag, you should have gotten out. But you're here now, and just wait, because I believe loopring will at least go to $5 to $10 by the end of this year. At least. It is an excellent buy zone it's in right now. It shows strong support. Vitalik, the creator of Ethereum, is a huge fan of it, and especially with the GameStop collaboration and bringing those cultures together of the stock apes and the crypto fat advice guys. This is something to look forward to for the future of crypto. Next up is a cryptocurrency that I could not believe did not make the top 3. I thought, when I have these ideas in my head, I kind of have a little top 10 list in my head of what I think the current cryptos will be, and then I do out the list and I'm tallying up the totals of the data and everything, and it's really fun for me. It's cool because it's very surprising, and it shows how much you're biased in your head, and even if it's not a negative bias, but just like, if you like a coin and you've done well with a coin, you're going to be more inclined to predict that coin will do well because for you it has done well. Not necessarily meaning other coins aren't as good, but it just gives you that kind of that feeling that it's kind of a false belief that the coin is going to do better than other coins. And it's kind of like when you have a kid, you think your kid is better than everyone else's, not in the sense that they are this omnipotent being, but you think your kid is smarter and does stuff sooner and is cooler, it's stuff like that. So Decentraland, ticker symbol MANA. I kind of had a long intro for this one because I've talked about this one a lot, and I will continue to talk about this one a lot. This is my favorite metaverse play. This is my pick for the winner of the metaverse plays. I can see this token going 800% this year. Let me put it this way. My conservative price forecast for Decentraland for the year of 2022 is a 500% increase. That is me being conservative. If I want to be pessimistic, I'm going to say a 350% increase on Decentraland minimum this year. This is one of the tokens that we're going to be looking at in a few years thinking, I wish I would have gotten in when. Don't be that person. I'm not telling you to hurry up and go buy this right now because, as you can see, over the past week, it has been showing some weakness, but all that means is that you're going to get a discount to be able to buy it at a cheaper price than other people were able to, so you can make even more money on the way up. And now we are into the top 5. This one surprised me. It's a coin I've been familiar with, but I didn't think it would make it past, the hype beast giants like Decentraland and Sandbox specifically. But Tezos, and this goes to show how valuable true value is rather than momentum and things like that. Momentum is very important in cryptocurrency, especially when it plays into big increases in buying with big increases in price with FOMO buying and people running in and trying not to miss out on the opportunity to make money. That momentum is very big in the short term, but when things happen long term that show weakness, you have coins with a lot of utility that are true crypto tokens that really withstand and weather the storm very well. Tezos. I'm going to say Tezos just because of Jeff Bezos, but Tezos is ticker symbol XTZ. This is another one that you can stake on Coinbase, and this one actually yields higher than algo. This is a 4.63% yield for staking it or whatever, reserving it, whatever you want to call it, on Coinbase. It's a blockchain network and a smart contract platform similar to Ethereum. It's one of the kind of its own network. If you want to put it into the same realm as Ethereum, it's hard because Ethereum is such a giant that when you compare anything to it, it's just dwarfed in comparison by nature because Ethereum's the second biggest crypto in the world. But a huge catalyst for this is that Gap the clothing brand, is actually, they just launched an NFT collection on Tezos. And Tezos recently has been making esports collaborations and partnerships. So that's really cool. It's nice to see. Anytime you see a crypto, a dev team that's behind a crypto moving into more avenues and more ways to get it readily accessible and available to the public and give it more utility, that's always going to be a positive catalyst. Number 4, we got Yo-Yo Ma in the building. Cello. Ticker symbol CELO. Cello is one that not many people really talk about that often, and it's kind of it's a proof of stake. It's a zero knowledge proof, and the biggest reason is it's a huge pusher in the mobile industry when it comes to crypto. I know that especially when it comes to like gaming, platform gaming versus mobile gaming gets a really big knock, but when you look at websites and different applications, generally the entire web 2 is more optimized for mobile right off than they care about optimizing their desktop sites. And the mobile versions fly. I mean, just go to the App Store and look at your favorite websites. Look at the website traffic compared to the mobile downloads. It is crazy the amount of people that you are just, I mean, when you have a computer in your pocket, it's way more accessible, and a lot of people are just going to turn to that for basic tasks rather than going and sitting down at their computer loading it up or everything when they can just do it right on their phone. And Cello's a big part of that. The big news that it had recently in the last month or two was that Kickstarter is going to be moving into the blockchain, and they are going to be partnering up with Cello, and they want to work with Cello on launching a mobile Kickstarter crypto type of platform. They got a lot of bad PR for it, and I think that's just institutions trying to create fear, uncertainty, and doubt with people. But Cello is the core utility reserve staking and governance asset for the Cello platform. It's not going anywhere. It's a huge coin with a lot of utility, and it's slowly and quietly climbing the ranks on CoinMarketCap. It's at number 66 right now. Not too long ago, it was in the 80s. So I would definitely keep your eye on this token. This isn't one that I can see running up and doubling overnight, but this is one I see consistent growth with for the foreseeable future. Another one of my favorite tokens, and probably the last of my quote-unquote favorite tokens to make this list, number 3, Enjin Coin. Ticker symbol ENJ. Enjin Coin, what is there to say about it? It almost needs no introduction at this point, but I'll try. It's a gaming metaverse NFT crypto pioneer. When it comes down to Enjin, any gaming crypto, any metaverse, play to earn, NFT, any type of ecosystem that you've ever used that you like that isn't Enjin Coin has been influenced by them in some way. I mean, there's not much to say that hasn't already been said in a positive way about Enjin Coin. Within a month or two, this is up to $5. Within 10 months, I can see a $20 Enjin Coin. When I look at the market cap, it's at 1.9 billion. The fully diluted market cap is 2.3 billion. So you're telling me that in the next 10 months, this couldn't go up to 23 billion? That wouldn't even put it in the top 20. This could absolutely do that. Enjin Coin is a banger. It's up 26% right now in the 24-hour volume. So people are clearly rushing into this. I'm not sure if there's a catalyst. I know that they have some sort of metaverse concerts or something going on here in the month of January, but 4.19%, almost 420% on the daily chart. So we'll keep an eye on Enjin Coin. I don't see it getting much lower than this. You can check out the levels for yourself, but it's practically only up from here for Enjin Coin. What we are witnessing as of right now, we are witnessing the ascension of a top 5 to 7 cryptocurrency in the world. We have the privilege of being able to watch Luna fly up over the past couple months, Polygon do numbers, but Fantom, ticker symbol FTM, this might be the next biggest cryptocurrency in the world. Not in the sense where it will be a bigger market cap, but the most talked about. I don't know if there is a hotter cryptocurrency that's being talked about right now that's doing better numbers than Fantom. Fantom is up tremendously and just keeps pumping Look at this monthly chart when all other cryptos have been down. Fantom continues to rise. It took this, went down to 130, had that little 130 test, showed a higher support, and then just has run up ever since. You're talking about something, looking at the year-to-date chart, that was 2 cents not too long ago. And I mean, look at this. It's healthy. Fantom is going nowhere. If you don't know what Fantom is by now, Fantom is, I'll give you the exact definition here. Fantom is a DAG. A DAG is a directed acyclic graph with its own bespoke consensus algorithm. In my opinion, this coin should have been number one. I really thought it was going to be, and looking at the numbers, it just got beat out by a couple points by our number one, and this coin can at least be at $10 within the next 10 months. Absolutely 70. Okay, this is where I look at it. $7.3 billion is the market cap with Fantom as of right now. I can conservatively say Fantom will be at a $70 billion to $100 billion market cap by the end of this year. That's all that really needs to be said. Fantom's a banger. Now, I would be lying if I told you that I suspected for a second that this coin was going to be number one. But Theta Network, ticker symbol THETA. Theta, don't worry if you do options. If you do stock market options, you hear theta, you think of that time decay, and you start to get that, your heart starts beating, and you're imagining your options contracts just burning away into nothing with every day. That's not what you have to worry about here. Theta is not going to take your money away. This Theta anyways. Theta is here to bring you money. Theta is awesome. I don't know if you guys have seen the recent uprising in LivePeer. LivePeer is a peer-to-peer content platform, but Theta is the crypto, I guess you could call it the crypto YouTube, and it actually makes a lot of sense because it's actually advised by the co-founder of YouTube and the co-founders of Twitch. It is a blockchain-powered network purpose-built for video streaming, content creation. It's essentially going to be I wouldn't say as much because they seem to be much more focused on this streaming. With streaming comes VODs and content creation, video editing, everything like that. But I would definitely put more of a comparison on Theta to Twitch than to YouTube, and would say this is the crypto Twitch. This is Twitch on the blockchain, and Theta is going absolutely nowhere. Collectibles, NFTs, they're trying to get into anything and everything they can get into. This price is going to skyrocket because you cannot get it on Coinbase, along with Fantom and 1inch, I believe. We'll call it 1inch. I'm not going to look it up, but I believe with Fantom, and I know Fantom and Theta, you cannot get on Coinbase. And that's another thing, that the number 1 and 2 coins on this, you can't get on the hottest crypto exchange in the Western world. So Coinbase is the most popular. I believe not too long ago on the iOS store, Coinbase was the number 1 downloaded app, and it beat out TikTok. That's freaking insane. I mean, if we can just take a moment to realize how crazy that is, TikTok is one of the most, if not the most downloaded apps in the world, and I believe it's the most used social media application now, and Coinbase had higher downloads than TikTok. That's massive. And Theta and Fantom aren't even on Coinbase. So, and Sandbox, that was the other one. Sandbox, Fantom, Theta, I believe you can get all those at Gemini. If not, they're at Binance, and maybe Kraken, you can check there, or crypto.com. Once those get listed onto Webull, Robinhood, Coinbase, they are going to explode, and it's going to be a short-term price pump that you can capitalize on, but it's also going to be a long-term sustainable growth in the product because it'll be more widely available for different types of consumers to gather with ease. And that's the one thing that grows a brand besides no other, is being able to get it out there. And so different people who would have never interacted with each other with different interests can go to different locations and get the same product. That is huge. Theta is going to be a big time player in this. And if you don't think so, what was Twitch in 2010? Would you have invested in it? Why would we need Twitch if we have YouTube? I don't know. What's Twitch now? You have YouTubers stopping YouTube to just go over to Twitch because the monetization is there, and Theta really looks to capitalize on monetizing and getting its content creators the money they deserve instead of having to utilize loopholes that get you into the search engine optimization and allow things like crappier content to be out there getting crazy numbers when good quality content isn't getting as many. But that's a great segue into asking you to like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment, and let me know what coin you were surprised that made this list. I know I did this list, and probably 5 or 6 of these coins really surprised me on their ranking. I thought Fantom would be in the top 3. That's one that I knew, but I really thought Sandbox and Decentraland were going to be in the top 3 as well, and they didn't cut it. The numbers don't lie, and my bias went out the window when I was coming out with this list. So one thing I'll say is I really did enjoy doing this video. I really loved, I know it sounds foolish, but I love looking at numbers and copying it down and analyzing them, comparing them with other different groups, and putting all of it together and seeing, a ranking. It's really cool to me. I really enjoy it. I have a lot of passion in it, and that's one thing that I love about cryptocurrency and the stock market is it's looking at numbers and graphs all day, and I love that. And then you can do your own research, your due diligence, find out more about the companies, and there's different sectors for everyone. So, I mean, if you're a straight-up gamer, you could get into gaming crypto and only trade gaming crypto and have hundreds of different options. It's really cool. If you're into financials, the DeFi space is going to blow up this year. It blew up last year, and it's gonna keep going. That's one of the big reasons that Fantom made it to number 2, because I actually just saw an article that Fantom is surging ahead of Avalanche in transactions. Avalanche. Avax is a powerhouse, and Fantom had just surged past that. So when it comes to Fantom, Theta, Luna, that wasn't on the list, but I have to mention that when you talk about witnessing the ascension of one of the next great cryptos, I mean, those have to make the list. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it for you. So if you could, comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know some cryptos that you thought would make the list but didn't, and then let me know some cryptos that made the list that you didn't think would. I'm going to be having a part 2 to this video coming out. It's going to be looking at the 10 coins under $10 that'll 10x in 10 months, but these ones are going to be less than $1 billion market cap. All the coins we looked at today at the time of me taking the data down was $1 billion to $10 billion for the market cap. So there's room to grow, but it's more of a conservative bet. With the other coins, there's going to be more room for loss, but that means there's way more room for, the moon potential. So anyways, I'm sure this video has been long enough for you guys. I keep it up. I love the support. I love the comments. I try to respond to every comment, and I really enjoy talking to you guys. It's really fun to do this. It makes me feel good to be able to help people out and hear people liking the cryptocurrencies I'm talking about. It's really awesome. So thank you.